Somber warning tonight from a Valley man who says his heart is broken after his wife left him. He's obviously upset with her, but tonight Linda Williams explains why he's also upset with Facebook, a social networking site that he says should be called Cheat Book.
It is cheap book. It's horrible.
He's a successful Scottsdale businessman in his 30s, stunned and reeling from an explosion he never saw coming.
I got slapped in the face. It's like, I don't even have a say in the matter. You know, I thought this was like a lifelong commitment. I was down forever. I never thought this would happen to me, ever in a million years.
He says the bomb that helped shatter his marriage, his family, is at everyone's fingertips. Facebook. His story starts in February of 2008. He thinks his wife randomly met someone, perhaps at a Super Bowl party, or maybe the game itself. For whatever reason, there was a spark between his wife and a married, wealthy man from the Pacific Northwest.
I think, you know, wherever they initially first met is maybe where that seed was planted. Like, oh, I'll add you as a friend on Facebook, and they started going back and forth, plus they got to see each other's pictures. And then I later found out that I was blocked.
The relationship he'd built with his wife during their 9-year marriage started to deteriorate about a year and a half ago. This past Father's Day, he confronted her with evidence, and she admitted to a secret affair, secret rendezvous with the other man.
She said she wanted to work it out, and then 3 weeks later she said, no, I want to get married to this man. And he's leaving his wife to marry me, and I want a divorce from you. And in fact, she said, I filed, and you're going to get served tomorrow. And it broke my heart.
But why so angry at Facebook? A social networking site where people can reconnect with old friends and make new ones. He says the site makes it so easy for people, especially women, to cheat on their spouses.
It's totally acceptable to get in contact with all your ex-lovers over your entire life. No big deal. You're just a friend on Facebook. Well, guess what? We start talking once a month, then it's once a week, then it's daily, and then pick up the phone and send me a text, and now it's meet me at a hotel in Scottsdale. Fantastic, right? And now I'm getting served with papers.
Sounds like an isolated, rare case? Maybe not. Relationship expert Leah Haben says she's sadly seeing more broken relationships where Facebook contact was the spark that got things rolling. She says it appears those most likely to Facebook cheat are women.
This is making it very possible for housewives who are stay-at-home moms to hook up on Facebook with old boyfriends, new boyfriends, etc., etc. It's opening up a whole new field to them where they don't even have to leave the house.
Hayden says those most vulnerable are women who aren't happy with themselves or aren't happy in their marriage.
And it's very flattering to have some guy come on your space and instant message you and tell you how fabulous you are and how great your pictures look, and just kind of give you those compliments that maybe you're not getting at home right now.
She says she knows of 2 men left by their wives who kindled or rekindled romances on Facebook. But we found more on the web. In fact, an entire website, FacebookCheating.com, started by a man whose wife left him after meeting someone on Facebook.
It's an online support group for men. He has some heartbreaking stories on there, just heartbreaking.
Breaking hearts across the web. This businessman continues to pick up the pieces in therapy, seeing his girls who moved out of state with his wife whenever he can. Lessons learned?
You have to talk to your spouse. You've got to dig deep. You've got to get inside their mind. You've got to know what they're thinking. Because if they're emotionally unavailable, they're going to go find it somewhere else. And Facebook is that great mechanism because they can sit at home and get on that computer and get that fulfillment somewhere else.
She's beautiful.
Haven says if any of this sounds even slightly alarming, then it's time to have an honest conversation with your spouse face to face. Linda Williams, Fox 10 News.